Hello users. Today, let's go back to 1986 to revisit Silicon Dreams, a sci-fi text adventure trilogy by Level 9. That's a beautiful illustration on the box cover. This version is for the Commodore 64 and 128. Silicon Dreams is a compilation of 3 very successful Level 9 games, namely Snowball, Return to Eden and The Worm in Paradise. All games are upgraded to version 3 of the A-code system, featuring complex user commands, as well as extended location descriptions with illustrations. The manual's first part provides the usual loading and gameplay instructions, while the second is a novella by Peter McBride setting the mood for the game. The novel also serves as the game's copy protection, as you will be asked for a word from its pages when trying to load a saved position. Set in the 23rd century, Silicon Dreams tells the story of Eden's colonization, a habitable planet located in the Epsilon Eridani system. After its discovery by a probe, a survey craft manned by robots landed to prepare the environment for the colonists to arrive decades later. The colony ship destined to Eden is Snowball 9, a modular ship consisting of 10 interlinked rotating passenger discs towed by the main engine unit, each capable of hosting 200,000 hibernating colonists. The fuel for the long journey comes in the form of ammonia ice cubes, which form a spherical shell around the discs, making the ship resemble a giant snowball, hence its name. The ice is to be consumed by the engines during the deceleration process, and once the ship is in orbit, the colonists will be awoken for planetary landing via glider shuttles. The first game in the series is Snowball. Originally released in 1983 for all popular home micros, it boasted over 7,000 in-game locations. It was a huge success, winning Best Text Adventure of 1984 for the ZX Spectrum by Crash Magazine. Snowball was originally text-only, but in Silicon Dreams you can finally enjoy it with accompanying graphics. You play the role of Kim Kimberly, a young secret agent tasked with ensuring the security of Snowball 9 during its 100-year journey to Eden. Your character's name is intentionally ambiguous with regards to gender, so that anyone can assimilate to the role. In a 1986 magazine interview, though, Pete Austin revealed that Kim Kimberly is actually a woman. According to the game's scenario, you are awoken from hibernation mid-flight, which can only mean that the mission is at risk. Finding your way through the passenger discs, you must first reach the computer console to find out the nature of the threat. Easier said than done, as the Nightingales patrolling the ship's corridors are on intruder alert. In order to orient yourself, you'll need to interpret the colorful indicator lights found inside the ship. Wouldn't a secret agent already be briefed on such details? No, you'll have to figure it all out by yourselves. To save you the trouble, each of the 10 passenger discs consists of 10 levels, each having 10 sectors housing the blue and green mortuary rooms. They are all represented by the colors found on resistors. So it's black for 0, brown for 1, red for 2, and so on, up to white for 9. Thus, a color sequence of black, yellow, red corresponding to disk sector level translates to 0, 4, 2. Which means that you are inside the first disk, at the 5th sector of the 3rd level. As you may have figured out by now, despite the huge location count, most of them are hibernation chambers having similar descriptions, which is how a number of over 7,000 locations was made possible. The disks are connected by shafts which you'll have to float through, in zero gravity conditions. Accessing the computer, you'll discover that one of the passengers has taken control of the ship and intends to crash it into the system's star. Your mission is to reach the control room located in the engine unit, neutralize the hijacker and put the ship back on course. The second game is Return to Eden, originally released in 1984. It was written using version 2 of the A-code system and featured accompanying illustrations. After the crew and colonists were awakened from hibernation, you would expect to be worshipped as a hero for saving the Snowball, but no. Memory corruption in the fire-damaged ship's recordings pictures you as the ship's hijacker. As expected, the crew is not too happy about this, and instead of a thank you, you are sentenced to death. Using your secret agent training, you manage to sneak into a stratoglider and escape to the planet's surface. Once on the ground, you'll have limited time to find a safe location beneath the surface before the enraged crew uses the Snowball's engines to fry you. Naturally, the droids that have been on the planet for a century are not too pleased to see a spaceship decimate part of the planet's surface either. So, perceiving the Snowball as hostile, they set out to destroy it. Why not let them do it? The colonists get to pay for doing you wrong, and you'd have the planet, along with its serving droids, all to yourself.
Good. Use your aggressive feelings, boy. Let the hate flow through you.
After all, why not? Why shouldn't I keep it?
Your young mind ponders this idea, but your middle-aged guiding spirit brings you to your senses. After all, how long will you live? And then what? A planet of ever-waiting droids. Since you've come this far, you might as well save the mission. Choosing the hero's path, you must to reach the robot city of Enoch, prevent the robots from destroying the Snowball, and save the day once more. The final game in the trilogy is The Worm in Paradise, released in 1985. It takes place 100 years later, when Eden has evolved into a fully colonized planet. Starting out, you must wake up from a surrealistic dream by finding the exit to the Paradise Garden. Upon waking up, you realize that the dream was in fact a computer simulation. Rather symbolic indeed, as the prosperous paradise Eden appears to have become is in reality a prison. Its citizens, distracted by hedonism, are kept from exiting the city domes by fear of reports of alien threats. With their freedoms controlled by the government, they are monitored by compulsory necklaces. Your goal is to raise money, Reach the top of the political hierarchy, uncover the government's plot, and save the planet. Although the scenario is mostly political, you'll have to solve color puzzles similar to the first game. This time, you'll need to figure out the city's color-coded transportation system. Summing up, Silicon Dreams is a memorable trilogy of top-ranking adventure games, all updated to the latest interpreter version. It will make you feel like playing in a science fiction novel.
That's all for today, users. Until next time, here are some more videos for you.